Okay. Program is still for the record,
Yes.
and we have a DJ in the building. You know, a DJ Tunes.
Yes.
So, Akbar, what's cracking? How you doing?
Baba,
Last
happy
time we
to
were
be here.
together was at the Carnival Ground.
Yes,
I remember.
It was.
But we didn't have time to. All the thing was
Yeah,
going, but you're in the studio now. Good to see you.
It was a busy
How have you
day.
been?
I've been good, man. Just been working, man. Getting in the ground.
Getting paid. How big is the bag? Is the bag big?
It's blessed. It's blessed. It's a blessed bag.
Awesome. Okay. For those of you who, for those out there who don't know, DJ Tunes is a DJ. He's a producer, and he's an artist. You know the song Iskaba with One Day Cole. That's how you broke into the UK in a lot of people's consciousness. And let's kick off from there. How did you guys hook up?
Man, me and One Day we were in. I brought him out to America to a university show.
Okay.
That I was doing, and I had
Like
a
your
set.
show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I had a set, so I was bringing him out on my set.
Okay.
I brought him out. I brought IJ out, and we built the vibe.
I've not heard from him recently.
He's
good?
cool, man.
Okay.
He's cool.
Awesome.
He's out there, and we brought him out to the show. We did the show. Brought him out for a surprise. The kids loved him, and he's still with me for about 2 weeks. And then we were in the basement for 2 weeks just grinding and just making music. And Iskaba came about. I let him know that he needed an anthem. I had toured with Wiz for about 2-3 months at the time, and everywhere we went, we performed the anthem. So I just felt like Baba needed an anthem.
An anthem, yeah.
Like to just.
And what a big
him.
one,
Yeah.
Iskaba. I'm sure you guys didn't think it would blow up that big.
I mean, I had images of it taking over the world, definitely, like just different parts of the world because of the sound.
Okay. Did you produce
but,
that, or you worked on it as well?
I worked on it, but
Okay.
it was produced by Spells.
Okay.
Spells was
Yeah,
definitely
sure.
on it. And I also helped compose it and write it as well with Wande Cole.
Okay.
So big shout outs to Wande and Spells on it. It's definitely one of my biggest songs ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, your fame as a DJ also is tied to Wizkid as his official DJ. You guys were
Yes.
together this weekend.
Yes,
How was that?
Yes, first
The
of all,
ends.
it was the energy there is amazing. Like every time we come to London, there's always like a good vibe. Like Wiz brings it out of them, man. He's just like once he gets on stage, it's like.
Okay, so how long you guys been hanging out together now?
Been working together for about 3 to 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you when would you say you kind of became an official DJ, so to say?
I would say from day one. As soon as he said it to me, that was enough.
Okay.
He let me know one day in Lagos at Echo Hotel that we needed to take over the world, and just like in terms of the music and spreading the culture in a positive light. And I was down with the plan, and being that I came from the same background he comes from in terms of like Nigerian heritage.
Kind of
and
look
everything.
away for like some funny. At times I look at some traits or some
Nah,
images. I'm
man.
like side views. Okay.
Nah, long distance.
Okay.
But being up in a Nigerian household, you definitely learn
A lot of similarities running through the string.
So, from there, I also want to take my brand to the world and also take over the world as well and spread our culture. You know what I mean? Like I used to listen to your mixtapes like back when I was a kid. Like my father used to play it every
Mixtapes are
weekend. Like DJ Abass, you don't understand. Like that Fuji mix.
No, I'll tell you a joke. When I was DJ, so I'm taking the shine off you now.
Man,
But when I started
cool.
doing as a commercial DJ, I remember
Yeah.
at the time a lot of DJs were giving out complimentary cards. I was giving out mixes. If it was, do you have a number?
It's
My
lit.
mix will have my name and my number.
Yeah.
And I always branded my CDs DJ Abass in the mix.
I won't lie.
And the rest?
I took that whole formula from you. Like as a kid, my father had that CD in his car every weekend. We played it. We played it from the Wasu to Salawa to Collington. Like we played that CD. Like even from the time where it was scratched, we would cry. Like you know what I mean?
Now I do downloads for this one.
It was deep. So even as I was coming up making mixtapes, I used to also like put my my information on there, my website, my emails, just to like my own distribution, just to like give it out.
That grassroots distribution, very, very powerful.
I mean? Before I started making Iskaba and stuff like that.
Describe a day in the life of a star DJ with a star artist. No, people wonder, okay, what do they do differently? Maybe they just go and play. But really, describe a day in the life of a star DJ playing out for a star artist where you have to be on his set.
Yeah.
Take me through the whole day for our viewers.
Man.
So it starts from, okay, you book a gig, say at the end.
Yeah.
So you have to travel with him, you arrive. What do you do? What basically do you do together?
I mean, first of all, we have a rehearsal. We had a rehearsal for this one. It was really, really fun. We did about 2-3 hours before the day before. Me and Wiz and a band. We had a guy that normally plays on the street out here
Johan.
in London. Yeah,
Johan Juliet, yes.
Yeah, he played.
He came
with
on
us.
this show.
Yeah, okay.
When one day came to do his show.
Okay,
Yeah.
He came. Wiz loved him, so he came on our set as well. And he vibed with us. We did 2 hours, and then, me and Wiz built a set for the day.
Okay.
And going through a set with Wiz is just like there's so many songs, what
It's
I mean?
crazy.
So, and it's so many hits.
Do you freestyle on the day? Do you kind of go like, you know what, let's just roll? Do you do that?
At times, definitely with the crowd.
Exactly. See the
With the
vibe,
crowd,
see how
you
it
feel
goes.
the vibe. And in terms of the mixing, like we make sure like certain like the vibe doesn't stop. It's not
Okay.
like we perform the song and then wait for the next one. No, we go into it immediately so that people can just continuously feel the vibration. You know what I mean?
Kudos to you. I'll say something. When people describe Wiz's show, I tell people Wiz's show is like a mixtape.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because at times he doesn't even finish those songs.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is the flow into the next song
Is
is the DJ.
yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
And Weezy picks it up.
Yeah.
And the band, they pick it up
Everybody
from there.
goes
So
crazy.
kudos to that. So if you don't understand how it works, when they come and say, hey, I say it's like a mixtape. It's
Yeah.
just going
Exactly.
from all big songs into big songs.
Exactly. And he has so many big songs, man. That's his blessing. I have to agree, man. Like this.
It's
So many.
crazy. Just
Yeah.
before I left, I was just looking through, and the Boiler Room Budweiser
Yeah.
Toronto Live 2017.
Yeah.
If you're a DJ watching this, you want to go check that out. DJ Tunes Boiler Room Budweiser
Yeah.
Toronto Live set 2017. I think if I was ever going to describe a DJ and I didn't have anything about it, I'd just say, you know what, go watch this. Because I think every DJ needs to have something like that.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
The element.
I saw that set and I didn't realize I watched it from the beginning to the end. And I'm a DJ myself, that just worked. Tell us about that
Yeah.
particular project.
When they called me and just they told me that they wanted me to represent Afro beats, I just felt like it was a big honor. And I'm from New York, so being that it was in Toronto, it was just like I was a little nervous, but I just knew that once I felt the vibe of the room and
Worked.
got in my element, I know.
It works so well.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
like that. I'm
It's
going to do
supposed to
something
take
like
over.
that. Trust me. I'm going to do
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that
yeah,
this
yeah.
summer.
I'm
Now,
down for it.
you're from New York.
Yes, yes.
Grew up there, born there, grew up
Yeah,
there.
born and
So that's
grew
your
up.
city.
Yeah.
I was in New York in October. And that was when I knew this Davido thing had blown up there because
Yeah.
Hot 97, 2 weeks non-stop. It was on
And
rinsing
Joanna
it.
too.
But what I want to talk about now is, the growth of Afrobeats in the States.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, I remember I had a show in Atlanta in 2005. Don't remember the club now, but I did a set there. At the time, for a song to break into, a hit song from Nigeria to break into the UK would normally take 5 or 6 months. So pick your Yahoozes, it's big in Nigeria. It takes 5-6 months for it to creep in, and it will take 2 years to creep into America.
Yeah.
America was like, but thank God for social media.
Yeah.
All that has improved right now. Now, I was in New York. How strong, grassroots, is the Afrobeat scene? And what role do you play in that?
In the grassroots scene is definitely strong, in
Like
terms-
London?
In grassroots, like inside,
Yes, yeah,
inside,
yeah.
like they're being played, not as in depth as London, like maybe not for a full hour, maybe definitely.
This is like the 37th state of Nigeria, like I always say. No, London, you go into some clubs, if you close your
Definitely.
eyes, you think,
Definitely,
the full
definitely.
sets, full night sets, Afrobeats.
Yeah.
But you don't have something like that in America?
No, we do. What I do is that I use my own events and my own platform to
Okay.
create that atmosphere and create that vibe for people to come to and experience the music and experience the culture. So I have like an Afro Carnival that I do, and I have like a DJ Tunes Blackout that I do.
Yeah, the Blackout event, yeah.
That I do plan on bringing to London. And Baba, I would love for you to come
We're
DJ.
waiting. No,
Just come and just
we're
give us
waiting.
some.
No.
You feel me? So
It's still there, buddy. It's still there, buddy.
give us some old school vibes.
sure.
We definitely, we need that energy. And I use those events to just bring the people in the diaspora to me and, expose them to the music, the WizKids, the Davidos, the Mr. Easy's, the Burner Boys, and just give them like how it should be played and how, you saw the Boiler Room set, so
Yes,
that
yeah.
kind of vibe, and just give it to them live and just let them know like, this music is over there, this good music is over there, and it's from home. And this is our home, you know what I mean?
I have a few friends in New York. Shout out to Cos Canino. Shout out to Muse Entertainment. I don't know if you know Muse. The guys are doing it like the Muse have been doing it from like 20 years now, and they've been DJs in New York as well. You're not the first Nigerian DJ.
No, not at all.
But what do you do differently? Do you get it? What do you do differently? Feel free to be modest.
I'm a hustler, man.
Okay.
I'm a hustler. I'm from Brooklyn, and I feel like I'm a new breed in terms of like new generational, kids. Like I was actually, being born there. A lot of the DJs that were our Nigerian DJs were actually like, probably born in Nigeria.
Okay,
and
so came over, yeah.
Yeah, so
okay.
I was born there. I know.
So they probably just owned the Nigerian audience only. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but in terms of just being there and going to school there, going to church there, and then going to high school there, graduating from college there, it's just like
mixed audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get the Nigerian experience at home, and then when I go outside, I get Caribbean, I
Latino,
get everything. You know what I mean? So. Growing up to that, that helped a lot. So that helped my personality, and I feel like in terms of how Afrobeat has been growing now, like I feel like my timing of my growth is
just everything just
it just came. Yeah, Iskaba was just like a real big deal, and just me doing my events, bringing out thousands of people on my own, not even like headlining the artists. That's
just
when
a DJ show.
Yeah,
you're the headliner.
Yeah, so that's when I knew that these things are possible, and Afrobeats is wanted in America. It's only like you said, you came in October. It's only if and Joanna Afrobeat is there. He's big over there now. So that's all they're feeding on now, and there's so much more. That's why I love it in London here. It's like it's so much more in depth. In terms of the Afrobeat, exposure. But America's catching up, man, and I'm definitely one of the people there that's just trying to push it.
How would you describe? I belong perhaps to the older generation of DJs, but how would you describe the 21st century DJ? Because the DJ is just two decks and a mic, and we'll play out. But the 21st century DJ. It's a bit more than that right now. You look at your DJ Khalid, the artists pretty much right now.
Yeah.
So how would you describe the 21st century DJ? What should other DJs who are not that, what should they be looking out for? What should they be doing differently?
I mean, just getting in your creative element. You know what I mean? As a DJ, you just want to be outside the box and more creative as possible. That's it. Just like what you have here for the record. This is, not every DJ, you're not playing music right now. You're just, you're putting people on and you're exposing the culture. So it's just being more creative, and that's what I decided to do with my DJing, and I feel like it's worked for me in like a gracious way. Thank God to everything. But,
okay. And I heard one of your new songs, basically. I'll tell you a little story about Bisi, because you sampled Fefenefe on that song. The first time he ever performed that song outside of Nigeria was at my event.
Wow.
Nigeria Independence 2004.
Wow.
Because he had a thing with TikTok. And then a few months down the road, we had TikTok also on another of our shows, the intro Summer Jam in 2005. So when I heard that song, I'm thinking, oh God, it's great, It's like, it's another generation. And the sample came and I just thought, awesome this was. Hopefully you guys have sorted out all the beats are behind here. Don't forget our own 5%. That's very important.
Definitely.
So what are you working on now?
I want to do for London, I want to do two things. I want to definitely do my own blackout here.
You got a timeline?
I want to do end of September.
Okay.
Around that.
Before Independence?
Around that Independence, and just showcase my side. And what DJ Tunez brings to the table, and just show London what I do. I know a lot of times they see me behind Wiz, and I just want to show them my light as well. Show them a different Starboy effect. You feel me? So that, and also I want to put out an EP mixtape this year, at least 7 to 10 tracks, maybe around there, and just feature like upcoming artists and some guys that I've been working with for a long time.
Okay, well, we're on that show anyway. When you're ready, we're looking forward to it.
You'll be the
Thank
first
you
one
so much for coming on the show.
No, thank you for having me.
Enough
the
respect.
legend.
And I'll leave that side. DJ Tunez is in the building. We're going on a break right now. When we come back, Ruggedy Baba in the building.